So here we are back in the park again, and there's Barney sniffing away. And today he's wearing his brand new harness, which is a medium size rather than small size, and it fits him pretty well. Now when I get the chance, I'll get Barney to sit down and I'll get a close-up on his nose, because he's got some damage there. We've both been in the wars a couple of days ago, had him on the lead and we're going for a walk when another dog turned up, also on a lead, a big black sort of lab cross. And as they got closer, the lady who owned the dog said, oh, he doesn't like other dogs, so best keep away. So I kept him on his lead right close to me, and she did the same. And we kept well apart as she walked past. But as she walked past, for no apparent reason, this big black lab cross went for Barney. And she wasn't strong enough to hold him back. And Barney got bitten on the end of the nose, which was must have been quite painful, which drew some blood. At which point I just reacted and kicked that damn dog as hard as I could in the face, and luckily he just went for my foot, and I'm wearing quite thick boots, so that really didn't do me any harm, other than a little bit of bruising on my ankle. It was all over really quickly, and the lady was apologising and saying sorry, and I just said, look, you know, you better go. So she went off, and I was left with Barney, so I was shaking a little bit. He just sat down though, and after 5 minutes or so of sort of reassuring him and stroking him, he just got up and we carried on to the park, and all was well. But he has been left with some scarring on the end of his nose, which I'll show you in a little while when he finally sits down. But hopefully that'll heal up okay, and it won't cause him any problems. And what's interesting is I have noticed with the weather improving and the sun coming out, we do see more and more dog walkers, more and more dogs we've not seen before. So I don't know where they were when it was rainy and muddy and horrible and icy, but they sure as hell weren't taking the dogs for a walk. So it's something to be wary of. I mean, Barney here is getting quite big now, but he's still just a big baby. I mean, if he meets another dog, even a much smaller dog than him, that's a bit aggressive and a bit yappy, he'll just wag his tail and roll over and show his belly. I mean, he's not interested in fighting whatsoever. And that's great because he's such a friendly, happy dog. But I must say, I do worry sometimes that he's going to end up getting hurt, because despite being so big, he's going to be seen as a sort of soft touch by other dogs. Maybe that will change when he gets bigger. He'll just be able to bark at them and tell them to go away and not bother him, but we'll see. And there he is, look, he's just got himself a nice bit of wood there to chew on, one of his favourite things, and he'll happily chew on that now for hours and hours and hours. In fact, while he's doing that, I'll jump over this horrible muddy ditch, which is slowly drying out. Here we go. So I don't know if the camera will show up that damage to his nose. It doesn't look too bad now. It looks like it's healing up quite well. But when it happened, there was blood dripping out of the end of his nose, which was a bit worrying and a bit upsetting. But touch wood, he's going to be okay. And it certainly doesn't seem to have put him off coming for walks or other dogs. He's still just as friendly and happy as he always been. Yeah, so that wasn't a very pleasant day for either me or him. But we both seem to be okay about it. Oh, hang on, he's just gone chasing, what? Another bumblebee. We actually have seen quite a few today. The sun's out, so I guess so are bumblebees. And he's not quite sure what to make them. And he's not quite sure what to make of them all. I just hope he doesn't try and eat one and get stung. That would be another bad day for him. What are you doing, eh? Look at him. What's he got there? Let me see. What have you got, Barney? Oh, he's just got some grass in there. God knows why. Daft thing. Something else to chew, eh? But he's happy enough. Rolling around in the grass. On his back. Little belly there, little belly rub. Yes, you. His teeth swell. You can see his teeth. His canines are all coming through now. And hopefully he'll end his teething soon. Mind you, he still wants to bite me. He still likes chewing me, don't you, lad? And once again, we're on our way home from the park. And where's Barney? He's lying on the floor because he doesn't want to go home. I don't think he's tired out. I don't think he's tired or anything. He just doesn't want to go home. I can tempt him with food, I guess, but it's not good. He's actually just stopped and lay down in the middle of the road. Luckily, it's a quiet road, so it's not really a big problem. He's getting anxious. He wants to go that way, but I'm not going to let him. He'll probably start barking soon. Come on, lad. This way, come on. Come on, I'm not going to let you go that way. Yeah, see, then he just lies down. He's quite mindful, isn't he? See, if it went that way, he'd get up. Oh, hang on. he's found a stick, so perhaps we'll take the stick and that'll help. Yes, that'll get him moving. A nice stick to chew on and play with. Yeah, I think that might work, at least for a while. Yes, that worked quite well. We're almost home now. He's just checking out some petals that have fallen from the tree. Now spring's here, and hopefully once he's fed and watered, he'll have a nice long sleep. And while Barney's keeping an eye on what's going on outside, I can point out that his... Oops, he's just moved. I can point out that his nose, where he got bitten last week, is slowly heating up. I don't know if he'll end up with a scar, but I'll have to wait and see. And while Barney's looking out the window, we could just point out that he's slowly getting his sort of mane, his kind of golden retriever ruff here, where his fur's getting longer and curlier, like a kind of lion's mane, which I guess is something that golden retrievers have. And there he is, look. And he's still keeping an eye on that blackbird out in the garden. I don't know. He really doesn't like birds.